We got an existential threat in the United States. Existential this, existential that. You guys love that word, don't you? You do. You don't hear that so much in Costa Rica, but the United States, especially in politics, everything is existential, and especially when it comes to threats. And we're going to get into that. You know what? I don't think the existential threat to the United States is what you think it is, or maybe, I don't know, but what I think it is an existential threat, and I think it's huge. We're going to talk about it in a minute, guys. I haven't been around for a while, so we've got a lot to talk about. Guys, I'm Michael Allen from TravelCostaRicaNow.com. We do have another relocation retreat coming up in November. So if Costa Rica is on your radar, which it should be one of the countries on your radar, especially with all the existential threats happening in the United States, you might want to check Costa Rica out. And if you don't know anything about it, you want to have a crash course plus a vacation, 6-7 day event coming up. The next one's in November. We'd love to see you there. We don't try to talk you into living here. We don't care if you move here. All right. But we want to give you information so you can make a great decision. So all that information is in a link in the description below. Love to see you there. Guys, I haven't made a video in a long time, man. It's been a couple months. I think I made one. But for a couple months, I've been putting up pre-recorded videos up. You know, I've been kind of taking a break after the last relocation retreat, which I did a ton of videos. I've been super busy. I've been taking this downtime. I haven't got the big cup of coffee. Don't think I forgot. I haven't been off because the travel business doesn't really stop and emails never stop. But I've definitely been a little bit more low key than normal. Just been putting up videos I already did, really. So I haven't really done this in quite a long time. What I do want to tell you what I have been doing. So after the last relocation retreat ended up, I think, January 8th, I already started the carnivore diet, but I did about two nights of a little bit of drinking there, and I got kind of mad. I stuck to the carnivore, but you know, you're not supposed to be drinking, and I haven't been drinking. So I've been keeping super, super strict on this carnivore, redefining it every time. And, you know, I've done it before, but I really going strict on it this time. So it's been, since June 8th or 9th, and what's that, going on 2 months? I just want to show you. So I started the carnivore diet at about 191, getting a little thick here. Even my son on our little road trip said, "You're a little thick." And I was like, damn. Kind of am. I was mad at the time, but truth always hurts, right? Anyway, check it out. I'm not going to take off my shirt because I don't do that anymore. Nobody needs to see that, especially being my age. But check it out. Da-da-da. Anyway, got rid of some of the thickness here. Anybody interested? I can tell you what I eat. Just send me a message if you're interested in trying it. You don't really know that much about it. I'd be willing to share because I've got a couple of hacks on it. I'm still on it. I'm not done yet. So right now I'm about, I went from 191 to 180, but I've been working out super hard. So I'm pretty muscly, little muscles, I guess, you know, not like I used to be, but anyway, it's been kind of fun playing around with that. And it's very nice to get my thickness out of the way. So how you guys been doing? All right, man. Obviously, how can you not? You know, the politics of the United States is everybody's listening around the world. And, you know, we talked about it before. I am quite a political junkie, even though I do believe it's two sides of the same coin as the United States goes. But I am interested in it. I like to keep up, and I do. You know, so what I find extremely interesting, this existential threat that a lot of people think it is, and we won't have to get into that because I'm probably sure you already know who a lot of people think the existential threat is. I'm not going to mention too many of the candidates or the people, because I don't want to get distracted, because anytime you say something, the other team goes, "What about this? What about that?" This isn't a what about. This is serious, serious stuff. And it just happens to be happening with one party a little more than the other. Not that the other party wouldn't do the same thing if given the opportunity. So I'm not trying to bag on any one party, but I'm just saying what I'm about to say does apply to one party right now and in a big way. So the existential threat is this. It's the media backing a certain one person. Now, not 3.5 weeks ago, 3.5. You guys know all what happened in the last 3.5 weeks. 3.5 weeks ago, every media organization, we're going to call them, I don't like to call them legacy media, I call them corporate media, and I'm talking about ABC, NBC, CBS, MSNBC, and CNN. 3.5 weeks ago, Biden was the best he's ever been. He's done push-ups in the morning, he eats iron for lunch, and he stays up till 1 a.m. and only gets 2 hours sleep. Everybody said it. I talked to him for 2 hours. He was great. He was great. He is cogent. 3.5 weeks ago. Man, look what happened in 3.5 weeks. Now, I called this, just so we're clear, I knew before 2020 that there was already signs. And the only reason I know that is because I have relatives, So it wasn't a major call. I didn't think he'd get through the term if he was elected personally. And actually, he hasn't. But okay, forget that. The problem is the media was the mouthpiece of the Biden. They protected him. They didn't play the clips that a lot of us other people saw. They kept saying, no, he's great, he's great, he's great, he's great, he's great, he's great. And then 3.5 weeks ago, all of a sudden, he's not great. He's not cogent. You know what? He did a great thing. He stepped down. No shit, he was forced to step down. He was like, I'm not leaving anywhere. Money talks, donors talk. All you got to do is pull the money. This isn't rocket science. It's not rocket science. But the thing was how much the media was pushing him, and all of the media. And again, Fox News probably would have done the same thing in reverse. So I'm not even going there. I'm just saying these are scary times because now with the internet, this stuff's been going on for probably, decades. I mean, this is how politics works. They tell you what you want to hear. They're all on the same page, and it's no more apparent now with the internet now. So Kamala, who nobody took serious, she didn't even make it through to Iowa. She was running for president in 2020. No one liked her. Tulsi Gabbard beat her up, and she had to drop out of the race. She's been a laughingstock as a VP. I'm sorry, she has. I'm not team player. So everyone knows that she wasn't talked about. And when it got serious, they weren't talking Kamala, but something happened to where, okay, we are in trouble. We just got to rally around, and this is what we got to do. So what are they doing? The same media that said Biden was fine 3.5 weeks ago, and they knew, guys, they knew. Now, I said it before, you expect the White House to lie. That's what they do. Who's ever in the White House is going to slant things. Corinne Jean-Pierre, whoever she is, she's actually not very good at lying. But, I'm not even really bagging on the White House. That's what they do. They're there to protect the president, all that kind of thing, protect their jobs, especially, so you expect them to lie. But when the all media also helps you lie, that's a problem to you. That's a problem to you. Media and journalism is supposed to be not biased. They were supposed to be reporting. So we can make decisions based on, solid information. But there they are, just literally lying to you 3.5 weeks ago. They all of a sudden, no, he's not. We all saw it. They couldn't lie anymore. Matter of fact, that's probably about the only thing I got wrong. I never thought Biden would debate. That was the stupidest move, unless they put him out there on purpose. I don't know, but he should have never been debating. I mean, that was just dumb. Who did not know what was going to happen? Was that a surprise to you guys? Anybody? I think the people that have watched me even a little bit, I'm sure it wasn't a surprise to you. Was it? It wasn't to me. I was like, yeah, that's pretty much what happens, and it gets worse. It doesn't get better. You can't go He had a bad night. He had a bad night. You know, that whole senility thing and that dementia thing, that gets better. What the fuck? It is so crazy, the media. And then all of a sudden, a vice president that was not taken serious and not that well respected in both parties, by the way, in both parties, they've circled the wagons, and every media, NBC, CBS, ABC, all of them are promoting her like she's the second coming. Unfortunately, you know, and so this is the existential threat. It's the fact that now, I think a lot of media things do this, but the great thing nowadays is the internet. And there are people out there that give a good, solid perspective of both sides. What you don't do is go find somebody that tells you what you want to hear. I watch people I don't like because I want to hear what they're thinking over on whatever, another side. I want to hear, well, what are they saying over there? You know, but the disservice that the corporate legacy media, NBC, all those are doing is an existential threat, because look what they're doing. Why does everybody and this isn't just media, guys. This is all media. This is newspapers. Everybody, Kamala's the second coming. She is God. This is new. Nobody liked her before. They didn't like her before. And if you've seen her clips in the last 4 years, and if you knew how liberal and progressive she actually was, they're going to play the clips, man. If you haven't seen them, I'm a actual kind of a Bill Maher liberal guy, technically. I've been pushed the other way, if anything. I didn't want to go over a little bit. Unfortunately, the other party to me is just a better option. Only, not really. I don't know, man. It's sad. You guys better wake up. You got existential threats. You definitely do. And it's the fact that it's not, and they're not even faking it anymore. You know, it's so blatant with this Kamala thing where they all love her. Oh my God. And I'll tell you, I'm going to make a prediction. I'm not saying who's going to win, because I technically don't think it's really going to matter too much, except for maybe immigration and some other crazy things. But this is honeymoon on Kamala. This might last, I would say, 2-3 weeks. This is what usually happens. She will go up in the polls, no doubt about it. That's what happens. But she is who she is. You can't hide that. Just like Biden couldn't. You can't hide that. So your existential threat is, you guys, not you guys know what I mean. I'm not talking to you. I know most of you watching this probably agree with me for the most part. So, but people need to find their news sources other ways and stop watching what they already think is true. The propaganda is just so sad and so blatant. I don't get it. Just like the Biden thing, I never, to be honest, don't get mad at me. I never understood what people didn't see, that he wasn't getting old. We'll say, I mean, he's going to get better. That's our president. Oh, but it's all right. Sorry. It says, but look what he's done. He hasn't done shit. He hasn't done any of those things. You think he does that stuff? Come on, man. Anyway, now again, it just happens to be that party and the media backing them. It's not like a Fox News organization doesn't do the same thing promoting their people, you know, Trump or whatever. But, you know, man, the existential threat is we need to get off we can't let them off the hook, guys. Got to call them on their crap. And it's been crap. When you watch it from afar, like here in Costa Rica, it's even uglier and weirder. It's a strange days, man. Good luck. I'll see you at the Relocation Retreat. I'm Michael Allen, travelcostaricanow.com. Peace, guys. Things are going to pop up. Thinking about living or traveling anywhere. Always do your homework and research. And if it's Costa Rica, I'm going to say start at that video or maybe that video. So.